Hello guys, today our topic is cell injury. In previous lecture we had already discussed that what is cell injury, what are the causes of cell injury. Today we will be discuss the mechanism of cell injury and the types of cell injury. When cell not able to adapt, when cell not able to adapt, cell will undergoes injury. We all know that the most affected organelles that are affected in the cell injury are number first is mitochondria, number second is endoplasmic reticulum, number third is nucleus, and number four is plasma membrane. These are the four most important affected organelles that are affected during the cell injury. Now we are going to discuss the types of cell injury. There are two types of cell injury. Number first is reversible cell injury, and number second is irreversible cell injury. In today's lecture we will be discussing about the reversible cell injury. So why it is called reversible cell injury? Because it is called reversible cell injury because if we remove the injurious stimulus, if we remove the injurious stimulus, the cell the cell will regain its morphology and function. For example, if due to any cause, toxin, radiation, the cell become injured and we remove that injurious stimulus, cell will regain its shape and morphology. That's why it is called reversible cell injury. The most important cause of the most common cause of the reversible cell injury is hypoxia. And in previous lecture we already discussed that the most common cause of the hypoxia is ischemia. Hypoxia means low level of oxygen. If there is low level of oxygen, if there is oxygen deficiency, a low level of oxygen, what will be happened? We all know from biochemistry C6H12O6. In the presence of oxygen, 6CO2 plus H2O, 6H2O, and we gain ATP. So if there is deficiency of oxygen, what will be there? There will be low level of ATP. it means deficiency of ATP there will be. So what will be the effect of ATP on the cells? What will be the effect of a low ATP on the cell? Effect of low ATP. The first effect from biochemistry, we all know that if there is low level of oxygen, pyruvate, we know in glycolysis, pyruvate when formed, it go to the TCA cycle if there is oxygen availability. So if there is low level of oxygen, what will happen to pyruvate? We know that from biochemistry that pyruvate will convert into lactic acid, which means anaerobic glycolysis. What will be the effect of anaerobic glycolysis? Number first, when there is lactic acidosis, most of the enzyme will not work. Will not work. Number two, due to lactic acidosis, the pH will become low, and the effect of pH will be, due to the low pH, there will be clumping of nuclear chromatin. Due to low pH, there will be clumping of nuclear chromatin. It means that the nuclear chromatin will be clumped. Number two, if there is low level of ATP, if ATP level is low, what will be the second effect? We know that sodium potassium ATPase pump is run through ATP. So if there is low level of ATP, the activity of this pump will reduce. We also know that this pump throws 3 sodium ion outside and brings 2 potassium ion into the cell. So if this activity of sodium potassium ATPase become reduced, what will be the effect on the cell? For example, this is a cell. If sodium potassium ATPase not working, there will be sodium accumulation in the cell. For example, this is extracellular matrix. So if sodium accumulate inside the cell, what will be the effect? We know inside the extracellular matrix there are water. Sodium are solute. Water will follow the solutes. Water will start entering into the cells. Due to entry of water, due to influx of water, number first, cell swelling will occur. Cell swelling will occur, which is also called hydrophobic change. Hydrophobic change. Now, myelin figures. Myelin figures. Myelin figures are rolled up arrangement of lipid bilayer. It is just rolled up arrangement of bilayer. It is formed because of deposition of H2O of water in lipid bilayer. When water enter the cell, it deposit in the lipid bilayer and form myelin figure. And due to the water that enter the cell, the membrane blebs are formed. Membrane blebs formed. When water enter the cell, the membrane become like blebs. In Robbin, they given the picture like these are the membrane blebs. These are the membrane blebs. This is formed due to the deposition of water. Number third, due to low ATP, due to low ATP and due to entry of water into the cell, detachment of detachment of detachment of ribosomes occur from endoplasmic reticulum. When cell enter the when water enter the cell when water enter the cell, number first endoplasmic reticulum become dilated. Due to entry of water, endoplasmic reticulum dilation occur. Number two, when sodium accumulate, we all know when sodium accumulate inside the cell, water will follow the sodium and entry of water will occur. Cell will swallow, and due to that water, organelle will dispersed. Dispersed and detachment of ribosome will occur from the endoplasmic reticulum. We all know that a ribosome is responsible for the protein synthesis. So when a ribosome will detach from the endoplasmic reticulum, protein synthesis will decrease. Protein synthesis will decrease. So number 4 feature in the cell injury is fatty change. Fatty change. It is due to appearance of triacylglycerol containing lipid vacuole in cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. It is mostly seen in that organ that involve in lipid metabolism like liver, etc. So, what are that features we have discussed in the cell injury? Features of cell injury, which we discussed. Cell injury that we discussed that number first, due to sodium accumulation inside the cell, water will flow into the cell and cellular swelling will occur. Number second, clumping of nuclear chromatin will occur due to low pH. Due to low pH, clumping of nuclear chromatin will occur. Number 3, lactic acidosis will occur due to anaerobic glycolysis. Number 4, low protein synthesis will occur due to detachment of ribosome from endoplasmic reticulum. Number 5, myelin figures will appear. Myelin figures are looking just like myelin sheet in the nerve. Number 6, membrane blobs. Membrane blobs will appear due to water molecule. Two important you say MCQs are in the cell injury are: number first, remember most common organelles that affected in cell injury is mitochondria. Most common organelle that affected in cell injury is mitochondria. Number 2, most important morphological change. Morphological change in cell injury is hydrophobic change. So, we finish the topic of reversible cell injury. We discuss about the cellular swelling, clumping of nuclear chromatin, lactic acidosis, decreased protein synthesis, myelin figures, and membrane blobs. Thank you.